Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be reviewing more classic Doctor Who. Today, being episode 8 in the first season of the classic episodes featuring William Hartnell. And this is the Daleks story arc, 7-episode story arc. This being the 4th episode in that serial, whatever you want to call it, arc, serial, series, whatever you are easy with. And of course, spoilers ahead, of course, you need to be able to watch every single episode. The 7 episodes spans over what, 3.5 hours, which is mad to think about. But you know, they've done it in modern day in longer episodes in different forms. This is just a different way of how they did it back then. But anyway, stop with the rambling, jump into the video, subscribe and like, and enjoy. So following up the last part where obviously they tricked the Dalek, they got inside the Dalek, Ian was in the Dalek, they were going to take the prisoners and then trick the Daleks to escape. In this one being called the ambush, where the Daleks had planned to ambush the Thals. The first ever interaction took place in this episode of the two on screen for us as viewers. We got to see the first death as well. So that was crazy. Ian warned them. They all got out of there, those that lived. And obviously, ultimately, Ian almost got shot again. He's just careless at times. But as I said, we got to see our first death and the first crucial villainy side to the Daleks. I thought it was an incredible scene, well put together. You know, between them escaping, going up the elevator, all that stuff, tricking the Daleks. That was really cool, really fun to watch. I knew as soon as they got to the Dalek and burnt through the door, which I thought again was a really cool scene, that Ian would have escaped and got up the lift in time. You're seeing these 4 characters work so well together as companions, as good friends. You know, what I love about the different characters and different, you know, ways they look at the world. Susan is just one of the most. The person who plays Susan is one of the worst actresses I've ever seen in TV, movies, whatever. She's a whingy, whiny bitch, and that is it. I just took over her acting at times, but ultimately she's just, well, why, Granddad? But why, Ian? But why? This is like, oh my god. And then Ian put her in a place like, look, go back to the TARDIS. I will deal with this. I'll save them. Boom. Barbara's like, you have to listen. Ian's trying to, you know, fall in this relationship with the Doctor, try and get on the same level as him. And I love how they're doing it. It's well put together. And you know, there's 3 episodes left. And you're thinking, how can they build on these final 3 episodes? And then you're thinking, oh wait, the thing that powers the TARDIS was taken from the Doctor, from Ian when being searched. So you're thinking, oh, they could escape now. Then I have to go back to the city. There's probably going to be a little battle between the Thals and the Daleks, where the Thals finally have to stand up for themselves. They've come across as not pacifists per se, because they're not cowards, or they are courageous in some ways, and they'll do whatever they need to become allies of the Daleks, but they won't fight. So they're in a bit of a predicament. And the Doctor and the rest of the crew was originally going to leave them. But now, obviously, things have changed. They have to get inside the base and get that back. Obviously, they have to face the Daleks again and probably get captured. Because we saw that in the Barbaric Caveman episode. They got captured a couple of times. So you see it a bit repetitive pattern. It's escape back to the TARDIS. It's a race against time in a sense. Because will they get radiation poisoning again? How does it work? How long does the antidote work for? How long can they stay on this planet for? Because they haven't got food yet again. And it's about how well they could work with the Thals, if they can convince the Thals. I think it's a brilliant episode. This is one of the most brilliantest starts to a series of Doctor Who. And Hartnell is, I'm not going to say it yet, but until I've seen season 1 and 2, maybe, he could easily be my favorite Doctor of all time. He has good elements of Capaldi, but he has the elements of just pure arrogance and stubbornness at times. And I can say this, you know, just as well as Dan resonated with how well the companion he was in this first season, season 13 with Jodie. Ian's doing the same. Ian has become one of the greatest companions I've ever witnessed on TV. He's such a normal person, but has a powerful mind for science and bravery and working well with others and convincing others and helping others. He's truly the heart and soul of Doctor Who. And what I love most about it is his comfort for Barbara, his fatherhood relationship, being a father figure for Susan and being this friend to the Doctor. It's all resonating well, and he wants to keep everyone safe. So, and I'm glad I've liked someone, because, as I said, the Doctor is a hard, stubborn character to get to like, in a way. Barbara's just there. Susan's just a whingy piece of annoyance. But yeah, an excellent episode. It properly, I always say it's visually, directionally written. It's all well done. By 1963, you've got to appreciate what they did. The camera work back then was immense. What I would say, I would have loved to have seen this in color. Now we're in the modern day. I wonder if they can colorize it. And maybe they have. But truly, full respect to what William Hartnell did. I don't know if his real life age was affecting the way he was acting, because some points he is actually tired. He does forget a few things. So I don't know if that's the Doctor or Hartnell, but he's doing a fantastic job. I know he used to forget lines, I believe. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's why he stepped away after 4 seasons. But he's doing a terrific job so far. So go check this out for yourself. Let me know down below your thoughts, and I'll see you next one. Goodbye.